All right, in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 ways that I use to track my day trading data every single day. So first off, it's very important to track your day trading data. And a lot of people, when they start to get into this space, they search up on YouTube and all of these gurus are saying, track your data, track your metrics, record this, that, and tag all of these different trades. And we don't really know what it means. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what that actually means and clarify any sort of questions about what it actually means to track your metrics, track your data, and how you can actually start doing that. So the first and most important way to track your data and your metrics and your trades is by using a trading analytic software. That is the most important. I think every single day trader or swing trader needs a software to track their metrics. It could even be as simple as Google Excel. And you can find so many different ways to track your metrics. Google Excel is very simple. If you know how to use it properly, you can track your data just as well as any other software out there. But if you don't want to go through the hassle of creating your own Excel, because it is a little bit time consuming to create your own Excel document, and import all that stuff manually, you can get a trading software. There's so many different softwares out there. Some of them are paid, some of them are free. The first one I'm going to show you here is Trade Journal. Trade Journal is a free platform, and this pretty much you can upload as many times as you want, unlimited uploads. You can sign up for free, and you can track your statistics. So here in your statistics, you can see your net profit, profit margin, total winnings, total losses, your fees, gross profit. Pretty much everything that you'd want to see is all right here. Total winners, as far as statistics-wise, everything that you want to see is right here. Average win, average loss, average trade duration, average win duration, largest winner, largest loser. You can change all of the dates to see the time or the type of stock or the setup that you want to see. You can track the statistics based off of your parameter that you want to set. So everything that you want to analyze statistics wise is right here. It also has a calendar where you can tracks your day to day, all your profits and your losers, and colored green and red on the calendar, which is very helpful. Your running P&L, very useful as well. Your intraday P&L. And then also you have your insights. And so this as well is very helpful. You can see your progression over time, your nominal P&L, which is your day-to-day profit and loss, and then your trading volume. So it's all very, very helpful. Down here again, you have your days and your time. So, the time of day that you make your most money in or your least amount of money in. You can derive a lot of good information out of that. Your weekday, which day of week you do best in or do worst in, how your month to month has been going, and then your intraday duration of trades. So all very, very helpful information, and you can get this all for free signing up with Trade Journal. The link will be in the description. You can use that link to sign up. The second software that I'm going to showcase here is TraderView, and TraderView was actually the software that I was using first. It's actually a paid platform. You can get the free version, but you can only upload 30 trades per month. So if you're trading like me, I can do some days 30 trades in a day. So this is not, the basic version is not going to cut it for me. So I moved up to the silver version, which I had unlimited trades per month. And it pretty much offered everything that a trader would want in analyzing their statistics. But once I found out about Trade Journal, I found out pretty much offers everything that TraderView gives, but for free of cost, no cost. So I took everything off of TraderView and downgraded my membership and moved over to Trade Journal. So TraderView is a paid platform for the people who are very active trading, because most of the time it's not going to cut it for the basic. But this platform here is pretty much the industry standard. A lot of the SMB Capital students use it. Warrior Trading students, they use it. A lot of the YouTubers out there, they all use TraderView. It seems to be like the industry standard. But there's definitely other options out there, especially if you're trying to cut costs as much as possible. And if you're a beginner trader, it may not even be worth it to pay $29 a month for this if you can get another option for free, which is why I actually went back from TraderView and moved over to Trade Journal. So there's lots of other options out there. I think there's another one. This one here called TraderSync, and I thought there was a free version, but it doesn't seem like there's a free version, just a free trial. The lowest price is $30 a month, which is the same as the silver in TraderView. And there's definitely a different layout here in TraderSync. I never really got into TraderSync. I did have the free version when I first started trading, but maybe it was a free trial because I don't see that there's a free version here. And I didn't really like it. I moved over to TraderView, and I like TraderView a little bit better just because it's an easier to use interface. So this is the other one that's kind of like an industry standard. A lot of traders like to use this. So those are the three to really choose from: Trade Journal, TraderView, and TraderSync. Or you can make your own on Google Excel. Me personally, my opinion would be go for Trade Journal because it's zero cost and it pretty much offers everything that you get out of TraderSync and TraderView, and there's unlimited uploads. A lot of these other ones that are free version are going to be limited uploads, a certain amount of trades. So if you're a day trader and you trade a lot like me, then Trade Journal is probably going to be the best value. And by the way, the link will be in the description for TraderView. You can sign up with TraderView using the link in the description, and you can sign up for Trade Journal using the link in the description. Unfortunately, I don't have a link here to TraderSync, but you can just type that in Google and find it pretty quick. So those are the three ways that you can start tracking your metrics, and it's so important to start tracking your metrics because that's how you know which setups are working for you. Every single trade that you go through, that you log on one of these sites and one of these softwares, you can go through and you can label each trade. So this trade I lost $1.20, and I can label it by a certain pattern. Let's say it's a dip buy. And so after doing this over weeks and weeks and weeks and months and months and months, now I have statistics for the dip buy setup. So every single trade that I marked as the pattern dip buy, I can go over to my stats and I can type in the parameters. I could type in pattern. I can type in dip buy. I don't have it up here because I didn't log any of my trades. Actually, let's do this as an example. We'll do dip buy and we'll save it. And you can also upload your own photo, so you can take a screenshot of the chart and you can upload it there, which is also very helpful. So let's go to my stats. I actually never really logged my patterns. I did in TraderView, but I kind of stopped because I trade so much. I have so many trades every single day that it's just so time consuming to label every single trade. So a lot of times, so I kind of like stopped labeling my trades and instead have been just reviewing my recordings because it's a little bit more less time consuming. But yeah, so here you have that dip buy that pops up. So my dip buy trades, and you hit apply, and now I get all my stats for my dip buys. So on each pattern, if you label every trade that you do, if you label it dip buy, bull flag, red to green, open, pre-market trade, after hours trade, whatever you like to mark your trades, you can go in and adjust the parameters to check out the stats, how you're doing on each different setup. So then that's how you're going to be able to know which setups to focus on, the ones that are yielding the most profits. And a lot of times the market will shift and the dip buy that you were taking before is no longer profitable. And if you can detect that early on within the first week, the first 2 weeks, then you can stop doing the dip buys and maybe you can start focusing on high a day breaks or only pre-market trading, maybe not even trading after 10 o'clock. And that's how you're able to kind of track your metrics and not get left behind when the market starts to shift. So that's a really good tool that you can use to start, tracking your metrics and then analyzing your trades. So these softwares are invaluable to every single trader. So if you don't have one yet, the links will be in the description. You can sign up. So that's that. And we're going to move on to the second way to start tracking your data and to improve every single day. So the second thing that I do to track all of my data is by taking screenshots and uploading it into a Google presentation. So every single chart that I trade, I am logging it in here in the chart archives as a screenshot. And a lot of the times I like to label these charts, just kind of like technicals and like what the chart, was doing at the time. Just kind of labeling and getting a better idea of, reading the chart. And this is very helpful. I have 160 charts here. I could have more, but I'm really only uploading the photos of the charts that are really making good moves, that are really in play on the day. The past 2 months, we haven't really been getting consistent stocks like this. I mean, here we have Tops, which Tops is a really good runner. It went from like $2 to $6. And so this one was, worthy enough for me to upload to this. But this is very helpful because you can kind of just go through the charts and remind yourself, when the market is slow, you have stocks that, that will go up 100, 200, 300%. And you can't forget the potential of some of these huge bull runs in these small cap stocks. So, it's really good to consistently be looking over these charts to remember what it's like to trade in a hot market, or to remember what it's like to trade in a cold market. So if you're getting a cold market, if you're in a hot market and if you're reviewing charts that were in a cold market, then, you can always be, prepared for the worst. And on the flip side, always be prepared for the best. When the hot market comes around, because if you're reviewing these charts in a cold market, when that next hot market comes around, you're not going to be taking 10 cents when you could be taking $1 a share. Some of these went, this was ANVS, it went from 30 to 95 within 2 hours. That's an insane run. And so these are the types of charts that I want to keep in the back of my mind when it happens again, because then I'll be prepared for it. So I'm always taking screenshots of charts that I like and putting them in here in the chart archives. I can review, I can even get even more specific, zoom in the chart and have a screenshot of like a bull flag, of the red to green setup, the break of the pre-market highs. I can get very specific. I can even annotate here. I have bull flag set up, high volume, low float, breaking down new low, triggering buyers to step in to break downward trend, rip up to fresh high. Always be suspicious if there is low volume candles on the biggest daily gappers. Often signals trend reversal. Look for the trend reversal. So very good stuff, taking your screenshots and labeling them. This is an A++ setup I have here. So this went red to green in 5 minutes, went from 9 to 1260. Low volume on a new low candle wick on a dip, being bought up back to support on a high volume gapping stock with a low float. This is an A++ setup for the red to green. So here we have our double bottom, and we have that retest of VWAP with volume increasing right at the open between 9:30 and 10, which you have the most volatility. And this ends up being a red to green setup. It goes from red on the day to green on the day and squeezes out any short sellers that are in pre-market here and at the open. Squeezes up to 1260 in 5 minutes. It went from 9 to 1260. That's a crazy move. So very good to keep reviewing these charts. And the good thing about taking screenshots is you can flip through them really quick, really quick. Unlike if you have a video recording, it's going to take you maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes to go through the entire recording to rewatch the entire play in the day. It's a very much slower, more in-depth process of learning, which is very good. That's probably one of the ways that changed my learning curve, shortened the learning curve, was recording my screen. But this is a completely new, different way of learning. It's very quick. You can flip through these charts and just get a nice snapshot of the types of charts that you're going to be looking forward to in a hot market, or those A+ setups that you do well on. So now the last way that I track all of my day trading data is through recording my screen. So this is probably the second most valuable way to learn from tracking your stats or tracking your trades. Recording your screen is very easy, but a lot of traders don't like to do it. I don't know why, but it's also very invaluable. And so here, what I did was I created a private YouTube channel. Not really a private YouTube channel, but I just privated all my videos. And I have pretty much every single day, I have 130 videos. So every single day, starting, maybe I started this maybe around March or something, or May. Every single day, I record my screen, and I record every single trade that I take, every single stock that I'm looking at while I'm trading. I'm always recording, and then I take that recording clip and I upload it to this YouTube channel, which is completely private. I don't have any public videos on this. And I upload it on this, and then I delete the file on my computer, so it frees up some storage. I'm not taking up so much storage, but I pretty much wanted to keep it on a cloud basis, like on the internet, so I can access this wherever I want. It could be on a different computer, could be on my phone, which is very valuable because a lot of times I'm not at my computer when I want to study. Sometimes I'm on, I'm at work, or I went home, or I'm traveling somewhere and I didn't bring my computer. And I'm still able to study and review my charts, review my videos when I'm away from the computer. So this is very valuable. I use OBS Streamlabs, and I record my screen using OBS, and then it saves to my desktop, and then I upload it here. So I have every single stock that I've traded, DBGI, SHPH. I had tops. I don't think I uploaded tops yet. MAC, SNTG, and then I also have the date, the date that I traded it, so I can remember, which was the day that I like. There's a certain day I want to go to. It's easy to find. 11.3 FRZA, Neuro, FRZN, EFSH, Lays, Beat, ATXI, and it records everything. So I like to look over this and read the tape in real time. Rewatch the tape, and this is no different than what a lot of professional athletes do when they're reviewing the plays on like a videotape. There's people who like to review different plays, in basketball and football and hockey. They like to review it on a video camera, like to review it on film. They call it watching film. And this is the same concept. So, and this is how a lot of professional players get very good at their sport, is just by watching, and analyzing, because sometimes there's something that you missed when you were there trading it in real time, and you can review it here, and you can see why the stock did what it did, why you didn't sell yet. Maybe you held on a little bit too long when there's a signal that you should have sold earlier, or you should have held the stock longer, and you didn't really see the sign that the stock was stronger than you thought. So very good to review. This is probably the most helpful way to learn how to read the tape. because you can just go over and over and over again, especially at a key level, like a breakout level. You can read the tape. Here we have a pullback right under 464. This is a big spread there, so not something that is ideal to trade for me. But you have that breakout there, and you can kind of just rewind it again, 10 seconds, watch it again. So 60, and it breaks. You can see the orders coming through on the tape, and you really get to learn the nuances of the level 2 much faster if you are just slowly relying on just your trading experience in real time and not having that repetitive exposure. You can learn much faster if you're repeating off of the trading day, rather than if you're only relying on the time that you're trading. So, and that's how you're able to really shorten the learning curve. Is you're exposing yourself to trading, to the patterns, to the level 2. You're exposing yourself to that, even off of when you're not trading live in the markets. If you're trading live in the markets, for me, I'm only trading 2 to 3 hours a day. So that's not a lot of time to get exposed to learning the level 2 and the patterns. And I can really shorten that learning curve by expanding the amount of time that I'm being exposed to the level 2 and the charts. And that is through watching these videos over and over and over again for 6 hours after the market, or 8 hours after I'm done trading, and treating it like a job and treating it seriously. And that's how I'm able to get better and better, faster than somebody who's just relying on the time that they're actually trading, which may only be a couple hours. Those were the 3 ways that I track my day trading data every single day. I'm always recording my screen, uploading it into a private YouTube channel so I can review it later in the day, and I do this every single day. I'm also taking screenshots of these charts and putting them into a Google presentation so I can completely just review all of these charts really quickly, flip through a nice, good 20, 30 slide deck, and look at all of those charts, look at those patterns, and just consistently be exposing myself to those patterns and to the level 2 through my video recordings. And I'm also trying to get insights out of my statistics using the software here that I have, Trade Journal, the free software. You can also do TraderView, TraderSync, a lot of other softwares out there, but you can analyze so many things on this that you won't be able to get only looking at your recordings or your chart pictures. So you're really going to need an analytic software like this. So thank you guys for tuning in for this video here at Triad Trading. If you guys are still watching, please hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.